All right, hello, welcome back to another video. It's mid-Jan, February coming up, which is one of the biggest intakes for the whole of Australia, Adelaide as well, and July also, which is another big intake. Last video was all about my update on Adelaide, my update on Australia after 3 years, and also reacting to another video so that there's another perspective. Now, slightly shifting towards a little bit of pre-departure information. So this video is going to be all about the incoming passenger card that you all have to fill when you come into Australia. Irrespective of you coming to Adelaide, Melbourne, Sydney, Brisbane, Perth, wherever you go, you have to fill this in on the flight that you're entering Australia from. So if you're coming via Singapore, let's say you're coming from Delhi, on the Delhi to Singapore flight, you don't get anything. But on the Singapore to Adelaide flight, let's say, you will have to fill this incoming passenger card. And yeah, same for other connections as well. Doesn't matter which airlines you're coming from, this is mandatory by the Australian government or the Australian immigration. So without further ado, let's get into the video. I have Overseas Students Australia video in front of me. I mean, if you've chosen to come to Australia, you must have seen Sam's other videos. But I'm just going to, go through the video, go through his video, give my take on it, just so that there are two different, I won't say two different, but just so that there are two perspectives to it. Let's get into how to fill the incoming passenger card. We'll skip the intro and just get right into it so that your time is not wasted as well.
Complete this form using black or blue pen only. So on the front page, you'll see this.
Okay, I don't know if you caught that or not, but he said to fill the incoming passenger card with either black or blue pen. So if you don't have one, trust me, I've been in that situation where I don't have a pen in my in my cabin baggage. So just ask the air hostess; they'll lend you either a black or a blue pen. But yeah, don't fill it with a red pen, green, any other color. Stick to black or blue.
Starts off with your family name or the.
Alright, so this is the front of the incoming passenger card. First is again your family name, your the first name, second name, your passport number. Now I've filled this out so many times that I remember my passport number now. But if you don't, always good to have your passport handy with you. You must have stored it up in the cabin baggage, but that's alright. Yeah, just get your passport down like to your seat, and also your boarding pass. Why? I'll tell you. Let's go through the video.
The surname. So you need to provide your family provided there. So here you can also then the flight number or the name of the ship.
Flight number or name of ship. So this is something that sort of confused me. I was like, flight number, name of ship. What are they talking about? But again, the flight number is basically the second flight or the last leg of the flight that you're taking. So if it's Singapore Airlines, will be SQ something. So that is what you have to fill in this one. Intended address in Australia. So I mean, it may be the case that you sorted out your accommodation already. It may be the case that you haven't sorted your accommodation. Out. So yeah, just if you're living in an Airbnb, if you're living with a friend, if you're living with a family member for the first week or so, just put their address in.
You'll need to enter. The next thing is a question. Do you intend to live in Australia for the next 12 months? If you are planning to study in Australia for more than 12 months, then you will need to select yes. If not, then no.
Just be safe, just take yes, because most of your law degrees are minimum 2 years masters. So yeah, just take yes.
Then the health declaration. If you're not an Australian citizen, do you have a tuberculosis? You'll have to select yes or no. Do you have any criminal convictions? You have to select yes or no as well.
I hope you're selecting no for both of them. But let's get into the main part of the video, which are the questions on the right.
Based on your situation. Now, custom declaration section. So, first question is about, are you bringing anything that's prohibited in Australia, such as medicines, steroids, illegal pornography, weapons, or illicit drugs? Are you bringing more than 2.25 liters?
Okay, first one. They're happy for you to bring your own medication, whatever the medications you take on a daily basis, or maybe your skin problem, any dental problem, anything. They're happy for you to get your medications in. But one thing you need to keep in mind is that you need to get your prescription with you, and the prescription should be on your name, and the bill should be with you as well. So just carry a copy of the bill, a copy of the prescription, just so that they know you're not you're not in the import export part of medicines, because according to them a lot of it is already available in Australia. So they don't want other people to bring in medications from their country illegally, basically. So if you have anything, even if you have Crocin, paracetamol, Dolo, anything, just bring a prescription for that, or just a bill for that. If not prescription, because those are general medicines, and just carry it with you. More than 225. Okay, so that's cigarette. Smoking cigarettes is the most expensive habit here in Australia. One pack would cost you about 40 to 50 bucks. So that's why that limit of 25 cigarettes, because they don't want people to be bringing multiple packs of cigarettes with them, because obviously they sell it, like those pack of cigarettes, if they're getting it from their home country, they're obviously getting it for cheap. So to have a control, to have a limit over smoking, they obviously increase the price of cigarettes, and that's why they don't want you to get more than 25 cigarettes into Australia. And alcoholic beverages is just I think 2 bottles are allowed, if I'm not wrong.
Liters of alcohol or 25 cigarettes are you bringing in any goods obtained overseas or purchased duty or tax-free in Australia with combined total of for business or commercial purposes? You'll have to select yes or no.
That's pretty straightforward for both of them. Now coming on to AUD 10,000 or more. So this includes the money that you're bringing in cash, and if you're getting a forex card. So if the totality of both or any other sources of money that you're getting is equal to or more than 10,000, then you should take yes. Most of international students tick no for this one, because generally they don't carry that much funds with them.
If you are bringing more than $10,000 in Australia, any meat, poultry, fish, seafood, eggs, dairy.
Okay, animal items are a big no-no. Plant items are a big no-no. Dry fruits are a big no-no. Don't get dry fruits. Don't get any plant products or animal products. Just make sure whatever you're getting has nutrition information behind it, ingredients behind it, and like the FSSAI or whatever necessary checks on the pack, because that is really, really important. Might be the case if you're bringing like masala which is made by your family members, your mom or whoever. If you bring those, that doesn't have those nutrition information or ingredients, might be the case that they won't let you get it.
Or vegetables. If you are bringing any food item, it's a good idea to select yes, even if it's a processed food. Or parts of again, it's parts of animals, animal products, including equipment, pet, shells, beef products. Select yes or no based on your situation. Or
even if you have anything, you might suspect if you have anything, just take yes, because the fine that you might incur if you take no but you have something in that category is very high. I think it's $2,500 or something, and you don't want to be getting fined on your first day in Australia. So yeah, if you have any namkeen, anything that you might think would have these sort of products, just take yes. What they will do is they will get you to open your suitcase, and if they feel it's not harmful, they let you go. Obviously they let you go, they let the product go as well. So yeah, you're bringing if you're bringing spices and stuff as well, make sure that they're packed, make sure that they're from companies like MDH or someone, so that they have nutrition information and ingredients behind them.
or soil items with the soil attached, or have you been
Okay, this one. Make sure that your a little weird, but make sure that your footwear is clean. It doesn't have any soil on the sole, basically.
In contact with the farm animals, wilderness areas, south form. And there are penalties if you lie in some information like your contact.
All right, coming onto the back side, your contact details in Australia. Obviously, you wouldn't have a phone number like an Aussie phone number while you're filling this card. So just fill in your home countries. So if it's India, +91. If it's any other country, that region, and just fill that in. Email is your normal email, and address again, same as the front side. That address can be your intended place of, the intended place that you're going to stay at as soon as you enter Australia. Emergency contact details, again, might be the case that you don't know anyone as of now. So it's okay to put in your family members or anyone that you're from back home. Let's see what's
Contact details, so your phone number, your email address, or if you have the address where you're intending to stay. Emergency contact details of any family or friend. Other information section. In which country did you board?
In which country did you board this flight or ship? So if it's a connecting flight, let's say from Singapore, it'll be Singapore, not India. What is the usual occupation? Would be student. Nationality, I don't know nationality. Please answer A or B or C. We will be the students will be answering the B one. Now, your intended length of stay in Australia.
This flight or ship occupation. So you need to write down your name. If you're planning to study in Australia, you will need to select option length of your stay in Australia for how many months or year, depending upon your student visa. You can.
Correct. I just wanted to know what he says. But yeah, whatever your the expiry date on your visa or the ending date on your visa, just put that in. Just calculate that in years and just put that in. Yeah.
Country of your residence. Number 5. If you're not sure what to bring.
All right. So yeah, that was pretty much it. But what my main piece of advice would be to just tick yes if you're unsure. Just tick yes. It doesn't help, ticking no just so that I want this to go through, so that they don't check. But if they end up checking, trust me, you're not going to have a good time. So just tick yes. Don't bring anything that you or obviously can't, especially that you know of. So yeah, that'll be my biggest piece of advice. You don't want to incur a fine, of that heavy fine on the first day. So yeah, just tick yes.